On a construction site, there are hundreds of tools to choose from, but only one of these will improve safety, enhance efficiency, and save you money. Today we're going to talk about power tools that talk. Hey, my name is Dustin McKinney with Motorola Solutions. We're going to talk about two-way radios on job sites today. We're going to talk about why you need them, who needs them, the advantages over cell phones, and what all you need to get started. So ultimately there's two reasons why you would want to use two-way radios on a job site. First of all is safety. Safety is obviously key in any environment, and that's no different on a job site. Let's say there's an injury or an emergency situation that we need to address. Having a two-way radio where we can call someone directly, not have to hope they answer their cell phone or try to find them on location, that's going to get our situations addressed instantaneously, much faster. So better overall safety from an emergency situation and just overall situational awareness. If we have more people with the ability to communicate across a job site to our teams, we have better overall awareness, obviously leading to better overall safety. Number two would be efficiency. So let's think of this from a cost saving standpoint. You cover more ground with less people in less time. As a general rule of thumb, about 4 people with radios are going to do the work of 5 people without radios. So if we're looking at about a 20% savings of man hours, then the cost savings are there. And then it's job specific. If we're comparing it to something like a cell phone, we have a lot of distractions with cell phones. Someone calls me, I'm going to, hey, how's the wife and kids? Hey, did you see that football game last night? So on and so forth. When someone calls me on a radio, I know that that's job specific. I know that I need to stop what I'm doing, listen to what they're saying, either on my hip or on my shoulder, and then address that and take care of that situation immediately. So Motorola has a wide array of offerings where it'll meet really any need that you have. With that said, we have 3 models really that highlight most of our job environments, and they're going to meet most of our needs, but it really depends on overall size of your area, how many channels you need, stuff like that. The first one will be the RDU 4100. This is here. This is a very easy to use, rugged, powerful product that works right out of the box. So if we're looking for easy implementation where we just buy the radios, take them out of the box, and we're up and running, this is the radio for you. Really good coverage area here. We're going to cover small to mid-sized job sites up to about 300,000 square feet or so, and then up to about 10 or 15 floors. So if that's your targeted or the size of your job upon completion, this is the radio that's going to be better for you. The CP100D, that's going to be our budget-friendly option. So this is an analog-only radio just like this. It does not come pre-programmed, so we would have to custom program it for you. WSI can do a default programming profile or custom to meet your needs, where when it comes to you, essentially it operates just like the RDU 4100. What that means for you and your people on your side is they take it out of the box, they turn it on, and it's working. Very, very simplistic, very cost-effective, powerful, durable option. Lastly would be the CP200D. This is the #1 selling radio in the world for a reason. Best standard audio quality, best battery level, best durability. It's a bulletproof product. If someone simply asks, hey, I'm tired of buying cheaper stuff, what's the best radio that you have? The CP200D is your answer. This also offers digital capabilities, so enhanced privacy, audio quality, range, and then some other benefits as well that is even more so a reason to go for the CP200D if we're looking at a more robust solution for larger job sites. Well, on a job site, pretty much anybody should be using a radio, but to highlight a few, obviously crane operators makes the most sense. Those guys are 200 or 300 feet up in the air. That's a lot more reliable than hand signals, or sometimes they're not even line of sight. So if we're currently relying on cell phones, that instantaneous communication is a major advantage, and then obviously we don't have the distractions. Anybody operating heavy machinery, skid steers, dump trucks, whatever equipment is out there, same principle applies. It's purpose built. We don't have the distractions. We can't drive a car while operating a cell phone. We shouldn't be able to operate heavy machinery while using a cell phone. And then any skilled trade on your site, anything from an electrician that's just pulling wire a few feet apart, that they're able to use their hands to do the job at hand, to complete their task without having to hold a cell phone or something in their hand to do so. So they still have both their hands to work, and if they just have a shoulder mic, they can simply reach up and press the push to talk button. So it's a higher efficiency tool for skilled trades, anything from close proximity to the entire job site. So on a job site, we have a lot of different crews that are working all together, and we get a question oftentimes, will those crews interfere with one another? Will we get what we would call crosstalk? So the answer is yes and no. It really depends on how you want the radios to work. Typically, we're going to recommend a designated channel for each specific work group, and we can even name those channels by work group, for example, concrete, electrical, mechanical, so on and so forth, where they're on their own designated channel, so their conversations are specific to the task that they have at hand. However, we do have oftentimes the supervisor on site may want to monitor multiple channels, so we can implement a scan function where we're going to listen in to however many channels we want to, up to all of the channels in our radio. So crosstalk is not an issue if you do designate channels by group. However, we do have the ability to monitor multiple channels, or a very popular situation is someone will implement what they would designate as an emergency channel, where if one person switches over to that channel and communicates, all of the other radios will hear that communication. That way we can tie all of our communications together in an emergency situation. So on a job site, people are generally pretty rough on equipment. So we often get asked, how are your Motorola radios going to hold up? For that, I would say you get what you pay for. Motorola is a brand name synonymous to quality. These are power tools that talk, as we mentioned in the intro. So the same principle applies to any power tool. If someone's looking for a drill, you're not going to send them down to the hardware store to buy, XYZ consumer grade brand. You're going to recommend whatever commercial grade brand you stock and sell in your supply house. Two-way radios are no different. These are purpose built, so they're built to last. They're built for everyday wear and tear. Every radio, regardless of tiering or model that Motorola puts out in the market, has to pass what they call accelerated live testing. So that's going to simulate 10,000 drops onto solid concrete at a 6 feet height. If anything does occur, they are backed by the industry best warranty. So we're looking at either a 2-year full replacement or up to 3-year repair warranty. So they're built to last. They will last. If you abuse them, they're probably going to hold up. If they do break, the rare occurrence that they do, we do have an exceptional warranty program to back our product. Another new item available to us are body-worn cameras made by Motorola. This is a new concept to the construction market, but we do see some place. First of all, safety walkthroughs. We got safety guys walking through a site, reviewing everything. They see a violation that they want to notify someone of. It's no longer he said, she said. So we have that level of accountability where, hey, I got it right here on body camera. I see you obviously violating this OSHA violation XYZ on the camera at this given time. So that may be it could potentially be a pretty powerful tool for safety guys. Training certifications, perhaps. If we have someone come on site for training certifications, we have video evidence that you were actually there. You didn't just say that you were there to try to get your certificate. And then any HR incident, it can be a very powerful training tool. If we have a first-person perspective of something that happened, that was an unfortunate incident, but we see, Dustin here in this situation, you see that he did this, but instead he should have done this. We have that first-person perspective that we wouldn't have otherwise. It could be a very powerful tool from a training point of view. So how do you get started? That's where WSI, we encourage you to get us involved. We understand that if you're selling construction equipment, you sell tens of thousands of items. It can be very time consuming to become an expert on any one thing. We are the experts for you. You don't have to be the guy, you just have to know the guy. So we try to have plenty of people inside that can support you on any of your radio needs, anything from trainings, product recommendations, on-site demonstrations. We have a demo program where we can actually send the product and let someone test them out for a couple of weeks. We would just highly encourage you to get us involved in that step of the process and help us help you sell that product. Motorola Solutions two-way radios are a powerful tool for any job site. Increase safety, enhance efficiency, and then save you money. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.